you represent New Orleans in Congress. So I got to ask you about the Drew Brees situation down there. He has made an apology, in part saying I made comments that were insensitive and completely missed the mark on the issues we are facing right now as a country. Instead, those words have become divisive and hurtful and have misled people into believing that somehow I am an enemy. This could not be further from the truth, and it is not an accurate reflection of my heart or my character. This is in response. He made comments about why he wouldn't kneel and seemed to, in the eyes of many people, not understand what kneeling was about. Do you accept his apology, and what more do you think he would need to do if you don't?
Well, I do accept Drew's apology, and for several reasons. One, he's always been someone who spoke his heart, and I think he made a big mistake. I think he was wrong on the issue, and I think he came back and he acknowledged that. And we want to be a country where we come together, where we have real conversations and we learn from each other. The other thing I'll say about Drew Brees is that he's put a lot of money into the community, whether it's helping inner city playgrounds, whether it's the money that he donated to hospitals to put cameras in the NICU. He has been a real community partner in New Orleans. And I think that, hey, we've all made very bad mistakes and things we've said. I think he's grown from the moment. I think if you look at Malcolm Jenkins, if you look at LeBron, if you look at other national athletes who took the time to go to social media and educate him on the real feeling, I think he heard it, and I think he adjusted his position. But now I think that it's incumbent upon him to take a step further and actually be an advocate for the cause that we're talking about. Colin Kaepernick not in the NFL because he was taking a knee is problematic. And so I would hope that he continues to evolve and speak out. But I just think that what we won't do is what too many people do, and that is never give people a chance to make it right, never give people a chance to address things when they may speak inaccurately. So I do accept it.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.